My dogs, Bella and Mackie, they were two yellow labs, and I got them when I was 8 years old, and I had them for 12 years. They were really special. They were very loving and playful, and they always protected me and my family. My favorite memory of my pets is when we took them to Disney World. We went on a camping trip, and they sat in the car with us for 18 hours. When it was time to say goodbye, I was feeling really upset. I knew that the moment was coming. I knew that we weren't going to have the dogs forever, and it had been something I had been dreading since we brought them home. The kind of support I was hoping to have when my dogs passed, I just really wanted someone to just understand and care for them the way that we did. I have worked with Steve and Dylan for about 1.5 years now, and every time that I see them, they're always super warm and welcoming and inviting. And I see firsthand just the utmost care and respect that they treat the individuals that they take care of. And I knew immediately that they would do the same with my dogs. What stood out about it was they were super quick to help. When I had first mentioned to Dylan that, we were going to be putting them down, and Dylan immediately was very understanding and basically did everything he could to help. They just made the process very easy, and I didn't have to worry about, who they were with, what was happening. There was a lot of different resources that we were given if we wanted any kind of keepsakes or memorabilia for our animals, so that was really helpful and nice. So then we didn't have to, try and look for that stuff on our own. What I would say to someone who is considering using LMC Pets for their own pet, I would say it's one of the best decisions you'll ever make. The process will be extremely smooth. Your pet's going to be treated amazingly, and I know that's really important because pets are just as much a part of our family as our humans are.
My pet's name was Rocco. He was with our family for about 12 years, and just a center point in our daily lives. He never let a moment go by when he didn't let us know he was around. He was much loved and will be very missed. As far as myself, I think his main job was just to drive me nuts, but the longer I go without him, the more I realize how much of an impact he had on all of our lives. The support that I was looking for before, during, and even after we lost Rocco was, in my mind, mainly for my family and what they needed to get through that. But ultimately, those end-of-life days and times are very difficult. And for myself as a funeral director, I wanted to make sure everything was taken care of. And that's the main reason I knew who to call, and that was LMC Pets. From a working relationship we've had with them for many years now, just knowing the professionalism, the genuine care they have for people, often for families they never come in contact with or meet, for the animals people have lost, and there was no one else in my mind that I would call for that. They said, just let us know when you need us, we're here. Upon arrival to LMC Pets, I was greeted by Steve and his team, and they took great care of us when we were there, made us feel comfortable, gave my son and I some time to spend with Rocco before we left. And it was just, it was a moment for me as a dad, knowing that my son had that opportunity, I think maybe won't last with him forever, but it will last with me. If someone asked me where to go with the loss of their pet, I would have no other answer than to call LMC Pets. There is no better team that will care for the loss of your pet. Just bar none, they're definitely the best out there.